Ladies and gentlemen, we have another reaction here. Going to be reacting to Basketball Jones. This video is particularly on Larry Bird's defensive impact. Also, brought the receipts. We got highlights to look at on the defensive side of the ball. So definitely get your popcorn, get your snacks, whatever it is, your drinks, and join me on this reaction. Okay, we already starting off hot. So it says defensive win share 59.03, which is 25th all time and the regular season. This is the regular season we talking about here. We haven't even got into the postseason yet. Defensive ratings 101.44, which is 61 all time. You know what the shocking thing was in that last defensive um reaction video of Larry Bird was that his defensive ratings and statistics is above great players and NBA history. Oh, this is crazy. 156 steals. If he was unathletic, how come he has these amount of steals and is 31st all time? Almost 2 steals a game. If you round that up, 1.7 steals per game, 25th all time. Then the blocks, 755. If he's unathletic, how come he's getting these blocks? This is 1 block per game. All right, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Postseason. Oh, look at this. Defensive win share 11.05, which is ninth all time. Defensive rating 104.33, 102 all time. Steals, 7th all time, 296, 2 per game. 145 blocks, 36th all time, and it's 1 per game. Let's check this out. The Celtics were one of the worst defensive teams in the 1978 and 1979 season, at the bottom 3 in terms of defensive rating, offensive points per game, and opponent's field goal percentage. And the following season, right here, when Larry Bird arrived and coach Bill Fitch, which pretty much the same roster, the Celtics improved by 32 wins and became one of the best defensive teams in the league. Bird was first in the league with defensive win shares and 6th in defensive ratings. Neither Parrish or McHale was on that team. Got to keep bringing the receipts. These are the receipts. I'm speaking to those that are, you know, that still don't believe that he's athletic. He's the best all-around player on both sides of the ball, plus hustle, plus leadership, plus clutch. I don't even have to say anything about his scoring. This is crazy. Here we go. Larry led the league in defensive win shares 4 times during the 1980s. And the 1980s, the 1990s was peak basketball on both sides, and was in a top 5 7 times. Wow. In 1983, 84, he was second in defensive ratings. Was in a top 10 6 times during that decade. Oh my gosh, look at these receipts. And the playoffs, it was more of the same. Led 3 times in defensive win shares, was 7 times in the top 5. Also led 2 times in defensive ratings and was 5 times in the top 5. Other forwards to do similar things: Tim Duncan, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Garnett, Elvin Hayes, Dennis Rodman. You'll only find a few more, if any, at all. Larry was doing just that in a regular when he was healthy. Was this for 3 times he made NBA all defensive second team in an era where you didn't get there just by name, and a decade which with established defensive stalwarts and at least good defensive players like Bobby Jones, Sidney Moncrief, Michael Cooper, Dan Roundfield, Buck Williams, Paul Presley, Lonnie Shelton, Kevin McHale, Rodney McRae, making the all defensive team forward spot. There's also plenty of other players that didn't make it despite the fact that they were good defensive players. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It was peak basketball around that time. So I'm pretty sure those players that got snubbed from the NBA are defensive, like first team, second team. Wow. All right. It says Bird's defensive impact is underrated lots of times. The facts are clear. Opposing team scoring decreased considerably when he was on the court due to his defense rebounding. Celtics defense got considerably better with Bird on the court as opposed for the contrary. Along with his amazing rebounding and offensive game and all-around play, plus his great rebounding numbers, his defense is one of the big reasons why he made teams a whole lot better. It makes sense. And these statements right here speak for themselves. If the Celtics had a bad wins to loss record and you got a player that comes in as Larry Bird and that change around happens, and then, you know, they're winning, they're playing better, the stats speak for themselves. Need I say more? I'm not even going to say anything. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. It says he was never that fast, never had the lateral quickness, could not always shut down an individual player one-on-one, but he possessed an uncanny, unparalleled ability to anticipate, adapt, react to the strategies and moves of his opponents, jumping in the passing lane, making steals, allowing his men to step past him, then blocking his shot was staples of Bird's defensive game. His IQ was off the charts, really smart, knew how to lead great defense into, oh yeah, great defense always lead to easy offense, the fast break. Celtics were greatly benefited by having him roaming around on the defensive end. He had two of the quickest hands the game has ever seen. He sure did. His defensive awareness was top notch, simply one of the greatest team defenders ever. He was also good at guarding the post, despite being projected as a power forward, never being at the top. As far as athleticism, he could more than hold his own on the perimeter before the back issues. Yep. Could protect the paint, draw offensive fouls. And the funny thing is, he always put his body on the line, man. Always. For charges, for hustling after the ball. Like, man. Knew when double teams. Plus, it was all heart and guts. Left on the court, man. That's crazy. Keep your eye on Bird. Ooh, that block was disgusting.
Ever since he ran into Lee Jones in the first half, beautiful defensive play there.
Right from the left corner, rebounded by Smith. Now to Romar. Romar gets it. Misses a 10-footer out of the lane. Bird the ring.
Go Smith. Catlidge. Jeff Malone back to Catlidge. Bird stripped him. Parrish got the ball.
What defense? Beautiful defense.
McHale to Bird. Got it. And went down hard. Hit the base of his back against the support. Hustles back into the play and steals it from Malone. Up ahead. Parrish fought his way through. McHale threw one up from outside. Bird saves the ball. Back to Ainge. Cross court. Kevin, 2.
Period. Ainge all over Lloyd. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Akeem knocked away by Bird. 3-on-1 for Boston. Dennis Johnson draws the foul.
No changes for the Celtics. Dominique blocked by Bird.
Jordan has it left against Danny Ainge. 10 to shoot. Jordan across the lane has the shot blocked. Saves it in the right.
3 consecutive years. Good rebound by Vandeweghe. Makes the mistake keeping it over his head. Bird strips it away. Hits the deck going for it. Now look at the court vision that he has in the sense to get the ball to McHale for the easy.
Caught fire.
It had something to say afterwards.
Sunday at high noon from Boston Garden on WMAQ and Channel 32. Jordan has the ball taken away by Bird. Bird into the front court, takes it into the left, shoots it up, no good, but a foul called, and Larry Bird on the line.
McHale picks up Rodney McRae on a switch. Guarded by Bird, but Bird doing a good job against him. Traveling called against Rouse. But the great pass was Bird's pass to anticipate Ames. It was a super pass.
And to watch Bird as he guards Sampson
Come on, look at the work, man.
Collins got it off, but
Pitch, kneeling down in the familiar spot. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Julius Irving, blocked by Bird.
encouraging you. It's a little different situation, but here in Boston,
He's holding his own. There's no help. There's no need for double team. Oh, come on, man. This man is unbelievable. Larry Legend is unbelievable.
Pistons by 3, looking for 5. Benson and Bird. Great play on the defensive end. Here comes a Boston break. 3-on-1. McHale to Larry. Got it! Paul Pressey takes another shot. Nothing will go in to Paul Pressey.
We'll have Kareem and Magic. Features on both. An interview with the big man and a feature on Magic at halftime tonight. Bird, he cut it off. Yet another steal.
it to 8. And the Lakers had a big lead earlier, but James Worthy is owning this third period.
He would do a head fake, or he would do this, and the guy would turn, and he would just fake the crap out of guys.
Remaining first period. It's been tight and taut. The Lakers are up by 3. They double, triple, and Larry Bird forced the turnover from behind. A 3-on-1 for the Celtics. And a great play by Larry Bird defensively helping out on the big man.
Silver's back for the Sonics. Doubled up, blocked by Bird.
McRae has McHale in his face. Bird against Olajuwon. Great play by Bird. And it was
in Game 5 on the strength of their hawking defense. But Boston showed no mercy and cloistered Philadelphia to their personal hell. In
The spot, but Robert aggressively to the paint. And Moses. Bird for 2.
Trigger hand going. Jordan fakes it on Wedman, takes it in,
Now we got Magic taking it over to Cooper. 5:39 to play in the fourth. Kareem comes through the key. They front him with Maxwell. Now they look to Cooper.
And Chambers got to be talking to himself right now because he did everything he possibly could that time.
game for the Celtics. McHale, the leading scorer for Boston. Wedman has not yet played. Worthy spinning his way in. Spins his way out of bounds.
Bird causing turnovers, steals, blocks. Especially the most important thing is you could be on the defensive side of the ball, but if you don't get that defensive rebound, which Bird does, you can't end that defensive possession. This guy, all around, he's great at everything in a game of basketball. That's crazy.
Now he has 16 points. Steal by Larry Bird. Back is Lester. Bird. Now to Gale on top. 9 seconds to go. Crossover drive. Beats Ford. Here's Hale coming to the hoop. But his shot is blocked.
Showing you why they are the team to beat. Knocked away by Bird, but Wiggins gets it back. Williams finally comes up with it.
Consistency, you're going to be sure that they'll be trapping down. Nice defensive play.
Rebound, ripped down by Greenwood. Up to Diaz. Bird is back.
Chief, easy. Don't hurt yourself. It's a lot of quickness, boy, when you're timing up to get out of it at the same time. Lloyd on the baseline. No. Rebound. Sampson over. Bird strips him of the ball. Good Danny Ainge. Probably will be putting it to the floor a little bit more tonight. There's the trap by the Celtics.
Well, Bird comes up with a steal to Ainge. He was fouled.
Wow.
What an alert play by Larry.
Magic Johnson. That pass for back. So Philadelphia running. And now having to slow it up. Because both teams have gotten back on defense.
Down. The Lakers off to another lethargic start at the start of the fourth period.
That's an excellent point, Steve. Covered on the other side. Bird with yet another steal.
This is Allen level. As Lloyd with him at a guard. Sampson in the middle. Bird slaps at the ball as Peterson tried to back in, and the Celtics.
Bird now has got it.
6:50 remaining in the third. 73-61. Antoine Carr will make his re-entrance soon. Bird knocks the ball away from Willis. Great play and a long pass to Parrish.
rips it down. Off to Holland. Bird saves it in.
King. Just that quick release of old.
Good hustle by the Celtics. Look at Bird. Look on that great hustle by Bird defense. He knocks it away. There we see the hustle by Williams to keep it alive. Bird with the dive, saves it, flips it up in the air. Just a super play on the part of Bird.
And a little momentum going, and Johnson is there. Coming. Controls the ball. Norm Nixon to Cooper. The big guy wants and gets. Back to Cooper. Bird switches up.
Tentative Michael Cooper, though. He did not want to shoot that ball, and the shot reflected it. He missed it badly, excuse me.
Bounce to fake. Man doesn't go for it. It's Bradley. Feeds down to Parker. Off the mark from the baseline left. Shooting up the iron. The outlet from McHale to Henderson. The Bird filling the lane.
And both of them have bounced around the rim and just haven't gone in for him.
Larry saw that one coming.
6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Rambis gets feed inside. Bird knocks it away.
King. McHale is there. King again. Bird is there.
Now with 5. Crowd getting turned up a notch or two. Bobby Jones going to the hoop. Bird, 2-on-1. Carr has Henderson. Henderson. Bird the trailer. Caldwell Jones over Bird.
King on the left side, backing up the dribble aggressively. Double team, dumps it to a slicing Carroll. Finger roll, puck is blocked by Bird.
Boyd and DJ on Robert Reed.
Bird steals from McCray.
Lucas dumping it off. 4 on the shot clock. Sigma fires. Rebound Parrish.
What great defense that time by the Celtics, particularly Larry Bird, to destroy the rhythm of Sigma on that shot.
26-19. Lob. How do you overlob the biggest man?
Penetrates off to Sigma.
No, look at
Bird
that
to take
defense.
away on Sigma. Dumps it off to Ames.
8 shots in game 3. Here's Briley putting the move on Bird. Landing on the recovery. Bird gets to it. Gamble with middle back.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be having Larry Bird nightmares. Bird with a steal to go along with everything else he's done.
He had the best hand-eye coordination, maybe, of anybody that ever played basketball.
That defensive possession alone, dang, that team defense is disgusting.
Seasting hit it off of a Detroit player. No, it is. Here's a disparity in the call. They're going to give the ball to Detroit. Bird steals it. Johnson, layup, Boston. 1 second left.
Yo, that was dope. That was dope, man. Have the receipts too with you. To have the receipts with you. Let me check the comment section, man. Let's see this one right here. Larry and Scottie Pippen are the 2 best non-center help defenders I've ever seen. They did it, man. They did it. Now, to be honest with this video, right? Basketball Jones, yo, super dope video. 12 years ago. Really good. This is a really good video, man. Larry Bird was crafty. Yep, sure was. And healthy Larry Bird on the defensive end. Now, this has me wanted, asking questions like, man, now what was his numbers when he had the back injury? Because when healthy, the statistics speak for itself, man. This guy is dangerous. His impact on both sides it's dangerous. Dang. Now this has me wondering. Now between the rivalry with Larry Bird and Magic, now I'm not discrediting Magic. Magic is a great player in his own right, but now this has me looking differently at Larry Bird as a individual player and also a team player. Where man, when healthy, exceptional player, man. Oh man, with the back injury, still an amazing player. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Larry Bird is fearless on both ends, diving into the stands. He went right at guys. Yes, he did. Yep. If there was a fountain of youth, give Larry Bird the first drink. The sports world need a guy like, oh yeah, like Bird. Today's NBA fans needs to see how the game is supposed to be played. Yep, 100% facts. Facts. The smartest player in NBA history. Facts. Facts. I hope modern NBA fans, those that are watching the game today, I hope they know that real basketball was played in the 80s and 90s, to be honest. That's just my opinion. That's crazy. And it's underrated too. His defense is underrated. Look at this one right here. No mental lapse in the highlights. It's full court continuous production. I'm captivating. I have to keep what? Yes. It's inspirational too. Yes, it's definitely inspirational. Man, this is crazy. Certain players is either one-dimensional, multifaceted, things like that. But the thing is, how can you control the game of basketball? How can you contribute to the game of basketball? How can you help your team out? Look at this comment. Defense is mostly IQ, not just athleticism. Bird was so smart. Whatever he lacks in athleticism, he made up for it with intelligence. 100% facts. And I see multiple people are saying this video alone is one of the greatest videos on YouTube, and it speaks for itself. Wow. And the funny thing is, defense, as much as an offensive type of, I'm the type of player, basketball player, or when I watch basketball, I like offense. I don't like offense in today's NBA. I very dislike the jacking up shots, the over dribbling, the list can go on and on. I like movement off ball. I like, passing, but everybody's touching the ball from point guard to center and the ball moves around. And you know what I really like? Team defense. Yep. Hey guys, man, if you enjoyed this reaction, man, hit that like button on your way out. And also, man, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe for some more basketball content, man. Damn, this is exciting. This is really good. Definitely. Those that have been rocking with me in the comment section, you already know. Comment your thoughts, man. Comment your thoughts down below. This is probably the best video I've seen, if not yet the best video of defensive highlights of Larry Bird, man. It was really good. Really, really good. All right, guys. Peace.